Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do the usual disclaimers, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 800 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so-called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article, share on all your social media. Also included is NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC ever does actually see through with their threat. Trigger warning 1. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please make sure to use your headphones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously, parental supervision, very much advised, alright? Okay, where we left off, shall we? New comment, prepare yourself for the stupid here. Comment 52. A comment argues that general treatment-resistant language adequately defines the population for whom ECT devices are intended, which is precisely the population on whom the JRC uses ESDs, and which the language could be used in ESD labeling to limit the device's use to individuals who are refractory to behavior controls except ESDs. Oh my God, here we go again. But nothing else works. We've completely gave you an entire roadmap explaining to you that that opinion is entirely wrong. But nothing else works. Here is the same argument again. But nothing else works. We just explained to you what was going to work. Here's the data proving that it works. But this would never work. Stop. Stop. Let's start at the beginning of this very loaded comment. You are trying to very deceitfully equate ECT treatment and ESD treatment. These are not remotely the same thing whatsoever. First of all, you're being fast and loose in regards with who uses ECTs and what exactly they are used for. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it's generally used in cases of mental health. It is the patient, not the doctor, not the staff, but the patient themselves who decide that they want to use this treatment. And the patient has to actually sign a waiver before receiving that kind of treatment. There's also controls put into place when ECT is being used as a treatment. ECT, folks, is when they attach those little electrodes to your head and they shock in those areas. So, automatically different, right? ECT shocks and ESD shocks, although both shoot electricity through you, how that is done is completely and utterly different. Number 2, in the situation, after the patient has signed the waiver to receive ECT treatment for their mental health. There are multiple things to be put into place. They go out of their way to make that treatment as safe as humanly possible and also as painless as humanly possible. ECT shock treatments is not designed to be painful, nor is it designed to be a consequence of behavior. The guidelines for individuals who want to try that particular treatment program are extremely specific. Multiple protocols are put into place so that the person receiving it can be as comfortable as possible and to make the treatment as painless as possible. The JRC does not in any way, shape, or form whatsoever do the same. The ESD device, the GED as we know it, was designed specifically to hurt the individual wearing it. Dr. Israel is literally on camera reiterating, saying, well, it's supposed to hurt. It's good that it hurts. Okay? Right out of the gate, completely different. The person who's on the GED device did not get to make the decision on whether they wanted to wear the device or not. They have signed no waivers. They have given no permission. They have been given zero say. And if you try to use but the Massachusetts courts or but the parents again, I don't know. I'm going to smack you with a sock that's like 10 days old, half rotten with maggots on it. Okay? Seriously. You can't equate the two. ECT is not being used upon the person as a so-called consequence of behavior. It is not used as a punishment. The GED device is. The ECT device was not designed with the idea that you're going to try to cause physical pain to a person in mind. The GED was. Where they shoot electrodes into the body is entirely different. In ECT, every single step possible is taken so that the patient receiving it is as comfortable and as pain-free as it can be possibly managed to be. The ESD is designed to be as painful as it can be. It is a consequence, a punishment used on only neurodivergence as a means of control. The ECT is none of the above. Do not get these two confused. The devices are not the same. The individuals who are the professionals running the devices are not the same. The protocols in place in regards to use of those devices are not the same. Okay? It's not apples and oranges again. It is apples and a 2-trailer diesel truck going down I-44 kind of difference. Okay? Now, you do that little ECT crap because you want to confuse people. Because people are familiar with ECTs. They know that they are not designed to hurt people or cause damage to the skin or anything of that nature. But because they're properly labeled and restricted, everything's okay. Again, ESDs are not the same as ECT. Not even remotely close. Whereas proper labeling could help in an environment where, like, ECT is being done, where every conceivable step possible is taken to ensure as much as possible the comfort of the patient and to be as made as painless as they possibly can. None of those controls or safeties are there in regards to skin shock. This is a device that was literally designed to hurt people. Okay? So, because it is a machine that is designed to hurt people, when you use it, it's going to do what it's designed for. And again, proper labeling is still not addressing any of the risks that have been stated multiple times throughout this entire documentation here. These are not the same things. Not even remotely close. One device is designed to hurt people. The other device is used as a treatment in a very specific set of circumstances. One type of treatment does everything it can to ensure the safety, the health, the comfort of their patient and do everything they can to make it as painless and not invasive as humanly possible. The ESD is literally the exact polar opposite. To even make this argument means that you are crossing your fingers, hoping to God that the general public is just as stupid as you who is making the argument are. I'm going to go ahead and close on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time. You know the drill. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Please don't forget to utilize the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you again here in a few minutes. Bye-bye, everyone.